You can draw the Santa Claus with me. It's a very easy tutorial but super fun. You will learn so much new things. You don't need any experience in Procreate or drawing. I will show you step by step how to draw this amazing Santa Claus by your own. You will learn so much new things about Procreate, drawing, lightning, textures, and you could use it on your own art in the future. It will be super fun. So let's start drawing this Santa Claus with me. So we're going to create a new canvas. I'm going to click the plus button and I'm going to use the dimensions here on my screen. So I'm going to click here. And right away for the background, I'm going to use the first color here. Now let's make a sketch. So we have a new layer here. I'm going to use the white color here. So those are the colors that can be found in the descriptions for free. And for the brush, I'm going to use sketching and Procreate pencil. So we want the head to be in the middle. I'm going to draw a big circle, hold my pen, put a finger, so create a circle, something like so. I'm going to click the arrow, and move the head a bit here, maybe make it smaller. And we need a beard. So let's divide the head into parts. So we have one part here in the middle, and then we will divide it again, each half in another half. So we have something like this. So the eyes will be here. We will have a nose here. I'm just making a circle here. The ears will be here, like so. And the hat will start from here. And the beard will go from here. So the character will have the nose here. I don't know how it's called in English. So from the nose, he will have something like this. So I drew a circle, then I made this shape. Now for the beard. The beard will go like this from each ear. Then it will have this more round shape, like so. And the mouth will be very happy here. So an open mouth, like this, very smiling. Then for the eyes, we're going to draw big round eyes, something like this. And nice eyebrows. I will make the ears more visible. And for the head, just a bit, like this and like this. Very simple. 1 and 2. And a circle here. So this is our sketch. This is just a sketch, and we will of course add more details. For example, for the hair, I will add something like this. See how I'm doing it here? I'm making the hair go this way. See? So like this. So now let's start doing the final sketch, the final work. So we have the sketch here. I'm gonna reduce the opacity and create a new layer under it. And let's start drawing. So I'm going to go to calligraphy and I'm going to use the script brush. And for the color, we're going to use the face color. So the face color will be this first color here. And we're going to make the face. So the face will have something like so. It's different a bit shape that we drew. But what we drew was a sketch, so it's okay. So you see what I did here? I made like a square, but with a bit angled sides, a bit. This is too much. See, I made a bit angled, just a bit. So I'm going to go black and drop the color, click and drop. Nice. Now you see we have some things here on the end. Doesn't matter because we're going to fix it. I'm going to click the eraser. You can click the brush and then hold the eraser, and then it will transfer our brush right to there. So I'll make it smaller, and starting from here, I will just make it more polished, something like this, just a bit more straight. And I like what we have. Now for the nose, a new layer. The red color here is the third color on the first row. And this will be just a circle. A circle, hold your pen, and transfer the color. Super nice. Now let's draw the mustache. Oh, I remember how it's called. So this layer should be under the nose, and we're gonna use this white color. So the last row, second color. And remember the shape that we did. So we had an oval go here and go here. Don't forget to connect those two lines. Now from here, it will go up and connect here, and the same here. So up and connect here. Here we need to connect here. Just a bit of a line here. So let me drop the color. Nice. Look at that. Now let's draw the beard. For the beard, I'm going to create a new layer under the mustache, but I'm going to hide the mustache because it will be easier to draw. So from the ear, from here, I will draw a line like so, and again here, just a line like here. They need to be connected behind. And from here, the hair on the side will go up in front of the ear, and it will be a bit behind of the ear also. So behind of the ear. And we need to connect the top parts and this parts too. Now for the beard. So starting from here, I will go like this, hop, and make those lines like so. So what I'm doing is I'm going this way. So I'm starting to go from here, making one line here, zigzag here, and as I'm going down, my line warp. So from this side, I will warp this way, and it will look something like this. Very simple. I'll go down, back, and where I left here, just more like this. You see we have one small thing here, so I'll fix it. And let's do it from this side. So starting from here, where I started here, I started in this line, so like this. It's like we drew the Christmas tree. It's almost the same with the beard. So I'm gonna draw like this, and like this. Connect here, everything. And I think all the lines are connected. Let me try by dropping the color here. And yes, we have some space. So let me check if I have any more spaces. Hopefully, that was the only one. Nice. Now I'm going to click continue filling and just click on those two parts. Very nice. Now let's draw the ears. So the ears will be above the beard and will have the same color as the face, this one. So starting from here, I will do like this and then close the ear here. I also made the zigzag here because it looks like it's the hair is above the ear and the ear is a bit inside. So starting from here and whoop, making a bit of zigzags. Don't forget that just have an imaginary line. You see the ears are parallel, have parallel lines going from one ear to another. Because if you will do something like this, it will not look super right. You see, it will look like the ears are dropped, but actually it looks funny, even more funny. But we will not do that. So I'm going to delete this one, and let's draw the eyes. For the eyes, I'm going to have them behind the beard. So they will be here, and they will also have the white color. So let's draw the first eye. It will be a circle. Hold my pen, then put a finger to make it a perfect circle. Drop the color, and then go to the arrow and warp. Now we can move the eye a bit here, because it's so smiling, maybe a bit here. Something like this. It's an egg shape, and I'm going to duplicate it and put it here. So I'm in warp. I will put in uniform and just move it a bit here. Just make it in the same position on the other side. Now for the pupils, we can also merge those two layers like so and create a pupils above it. So I will click clip-in mask on the new layer. And for the color, I will use purple. So for this, we will need a circle. I will make a circle, then hold my finger to make it perfect, like so. And inside it also I will create something darker. So okay, we have this the darkest color, but we need more darker, so I will just move it here. So I'm in the disk and I just made it a bit darker, maybe a bit more darker, we'll see. Okay, so the same brush, and just in the middle make a circle, drop the color and click the arrow to make it in the middle, like so. Let's hide the sketch so we can see what's going on. So I'm gonna highlight those two, select them, and just move where I want it to be, like so. And let's add more stuff. So I'm going to merge those two. I'm going to click on it and click alpha lock. Now we can, the only thing that when we'll draw will be inside. So let me show you. If I will click this red color and start drawing here, you will not see it, but inside you will see it. So what do we want here? So I want to add a bit of interesting light here. So we have this purple and it's a bit too dark. So I will go diagonally a bit up and here a bit to the side. Let's see if it's good enough. We're going to airbrushing, soft airbrush maximum and opacity maximum, and just add a bit here on the side, just around the eye to make it a bit pop out. Ooh, nice. And let's go with the white color here, or this one. Let's go with this one. And again, we are in the airbrushing, but maybe we'll do hard. And 13%. And I will just add light here, like so. Look at that. So this light I don't like a bit. So I will go back. I will do it on another layer, just will be much more easier. I will do it again. And I will change the opacity to, let's see how much percent. And maybe to add, I changed this blending mode to add, change the opacity. And let's do with an arrow again and move it until we're happy with it. And I will rotate it more. Something like so. Nice. Okay, so we're gonna merge those two layers. We have two pupils. Now we can duplicate it and we will have two of them. And I will transfer it here. And let me see how it will look if I flip. So I think it will be much more prettier if I don't flip. So I will keep it like this. Two eyes, very nice. Now above it, so I'll click another layer and clip-in mask it, and using our purple color, and even the darker. So let's hold the finger here on the pupil and take this color. And now maybe I will do it without clip-in mask. So without clip-in mask, I'm using the calligraphy script brush. And here I don't press too hard, so the line will be smaller, but as I go up, I press more. So this is how it will look. So starting a bit from here, I press a bit more, and then I lift a bit more, like so. Look at this. So again with here, but we actually can do it. Let's go back. Let's do it again. And I will show you another trick. So I will start slow, but I will press more. And then I will lift my finger. Now I will not lift the pen and hold it until it creates this perfect line. And I will do this the same here. So I will start from here, barely pressing, then more pressing, then lifting my pen, but not from the screen. And I'm holding until it creates this super nice line. And I will add a bit more here. And you see here it created this dot. So we'll click the arrow, the eraser, make the brush smaller. What brush we have? We have the script brush. Okay. we can work with the script tool. So I'm just gonna make it a bit pointier at those ends. Nice. So let's zoom out and see what we did. And it looks very nice. Now we need to add a bit of color on the cheeks. So on this layer, I'm going to create a new layer and clipping mask it. And we have a lot of different colors here. So let's go with this. It's the last color on the second row. I'm going to use airbrushing brush, soft airbrush, make it 99%. And starting from here, I will add just a bit of redness to the cheeks. Something like this. So it looks very, very nice. Now, let's add shadows. So we can add shadows to the ears first. I'm going to create a new layer, clip it, and then I'm going to use this color here, and I'm going to use calligraphy, script or pen brush, it doesn't really matter, for the size about 10%, and just a bit I will add here, a bit of shadow here, and a bit of shadow here. Nice. Now let's add the mustache back again. So we have the mustache here, and we need to add a bit of shadow on the beard so we can see it. So I'm going to click on the beard, I'm going to click on the plus, and I'm going to create a new layer with a clipping mask on it. So for the color, I'm going to use this one. It's the third color on the third row, last row. And for the pencil, for my pen, I'm going to use the airbrushing, soft airbrush, do something like this. So starting from here, I will start to go very slow down and pressing very slightly. Don't press too hard because we don't want to have it very dark. I'm just gonna add a bit of shadow, just a bit, so we can see the mustache. This is really enough. Maybe a bit more here in the middle, but it is really, really enough. So if we go and click a new layer and use clipping mask and choose, let's choose the calligraphy and brush pen with 12%. Now we're gonna add those lines. 12% is too much. Let's go 2. 2 maybe is too much too. Let's go 1. 1 is perfect. Okay, so 1%. And starting from here, just make the lines go like this from here till the end. So I'm gonna back, whoop, go like this. So I'm holding, so I'm making the lines go in the direction as we drew them. So like this, and those will go like here. And as we go to the middle, they will be like this. So this is how it should look. But let me draw it again much more perfectly and add a bit of bending in the middle. So starting from here, I will do it whoop like this. From here, whoop. From here, whoop. And let's do the other side first. So whoop, whoop, like this. And you see I bent it a bit, and it looks very nice, something like this. And from here, I will add one more here. Look at that. We can add more lines in the middle, something like this, and more lines from here, so like this, and one up like this, and here, and here. Look at that. The beard looks very nice. Maybe I will add one more here, like so. And from here too, whoop, super, I really, really like it. Now for the mustache, we're going to get here, create a new layer, clipping mask, and do the same. So the lines go from the nose, like this, wobbly, like this, whoop, and here, and the same from here, whoop, whoop, and whoop. Look at that. So from here, I will add one more line here, one more here, one more here, and one more like this. Look at this. We got a nice, pretty mustache. and I like it a lot. Now let's draw the hat. So for the hat, I'm going to create a new layer above everything, and I'm going to use the white color here, and I'm going to create the pen. Use the pen brush. And starting from here, let's turn on our sketch back so we can see what's going on. And let's create those lines first. So lines on the side. Now we're just going to connect them. One oval line. This one's too much. I will hold my pen and click here for the arch. Just place it where I want it. Now if I drop the color, hopefully, yes, it will fill everything using the eraser. I'm going to erase a bit of lines that I don't need, like so. And I will add a bit of shadow on the face. So we're going back to face here, create a new layer inside so it should be clipped. And using this color, that's the second color on the second row, and pen brush. So the pen should be a bit larger, maybe 7%. Yeah, 7 is good. And I'm just going to draw a line under the hat. So just a bit. It doesn't need to be in one line. You can go back and forth. Just don't make it too big. And from this side too, just a bit. See, I added a bit more. It looks good, so I'll stick with it. Something like so. And it looks very nice. Now, let's add some fluffiness to the hat. So we're going to go to the hat. I'm going to create a new layer, clip it, and use the first color on the last row. And the smallest 1% pen brush in calligraphy. And just create those W's in different directions. W's, maybe a bit more, 3 W's, a bit here, and it just creates a bit of nice fluffiness to the hat. We can try to create a new layer above, and it should be clipped, and use the airbrushing, soft airbrush, just to add a bit of shadow, and we'll see how it looks. I really like it, so I will leave it like this. Very, very nice. We need a bit more shadow here on this part, on the sides, you see? Just a bit, like so. Maybe a bit darker, so we're gonna go to the colors. We don't have it, but we can just slide a bit and add just a bit here. Super nice, and maybe just a bit under the nose, just a bit, like this. Super, super cool. Now let's work on the nose. So this is our nose, and we're gonna use clip a mask above it, and let's try different colors. So we're gonna do this color here, and we have the soft brush, we have it clipped to this layer, and starting from the top, I'm just going to add a bit of color. Super cool. It looks really nice. Now back to the hat. So we need a layer above everything but below the head part, and we're gonna use the white color here. No, the white color. Let's do the red. So it's the third color on this first row, and for this we're gonna use calligraphy and pen brush. So starting from here, see, I'm not going exactly on the sketch, but the sketch is just rough sketch, so we don't have to go right on those lines. So I made the brush a bit larger, 30%, and starting from here, I will go like this and like this. Maybe 30 was large, too large, but it worked, you see? We have a nice, interesting hat. So I'm going to create a new layer, use the white color here, the last 1 second, and just make it 10%, and just add a bit here, like so. Nice. I think we can merge those two layers like this. We merge this circle and this, because we're going to use the same layer with this first color in the third row, make it smaller, and also add those W's. So just a bit like this, and like this. Look at that. looks very nice, but we add them too big. So we use this brush, 1%, and I use another one. So the other size also looks very nice, but let's keep it consistent. Let's keep it a bit consistent. And I'm going to go to this hat layer, create a new layer, clippy mask, and use this color here. It's first row, fourth color. And for the brush, we're gonna use airbrushing and soft airbrush. And I'm just going to make it larger and add a bit of yellowness to the top. Okay, we are almost done. Let's hide the sketch. We don't need it anymore. I see that the hat is not going to the end. You see, it's not so good. So the distance between here and here are very different, and I missed it. So let's fix it now. So I'm going to highlight all the things we did. I'm going to group it so it will be all one hat. Click on the arrow, click freeform, and just click here to make it large. Oops, no. Okay, I see my mistake. Do you see what I did wrong? So what I did wrong is I only need this circle and this red. And because okay, so we can redraw it, or I can just, what I will do is I will move just the circle. So we have this part that we merged. So I have a small gap here that I will just do it like this. Click the arrow and just move it here. Super nice. Now we moved those W's too. So I'm just going to circle it and just move it here. Now we can click on this red part, the top hat, arrow, freeform, and just move it a bit here. Now it looks much more better. Look at this. So on a new layer above the yellow thing on the hat, we're going to create a new layer, use this color, the first one, and for the brush we're going to use calligraphy and the smallest brush pen, and just add a bit of lines here and there. This is just for the textures, so you might see it better on your screen than on my camera, but it adds a bit of texture to the hat. Just a bit. We don't need more. Just a bit. Just a bit here and there. Nice. Look at this Santa. I like it a lot. Now let's merge everything. Yeah. So if you're happy with what you did, we can now select everything except the background, group it, just so we can check that we did correctly. If you have older iPad and you will not be able to duplicate it without reaching your layer limit, you can right away just click and flatten. But if you have a newer iPad and you can't do this, so we will work with a duplicate. So I will flatten only this part, and we have this one as a backup. So I'll create a new layer, use clipping mask. I will change my layer option to add, and I will choose this yellow color. And for the brush, let's go with airbrushing, soft airbrush, make it smaller, like 17%, and let's see how it looks. So starting from here, I will start to add just a bit of light. I think we need to change the brush to hard airbrush and change it back. Now, let me check that we did everything correct. Let's try it again. So starting from here, yes. This brush is much better because we want this hard edge, but we need to change the opacity a bit down like this and make it a bit larger, maybe 27%, and just add a bit of light on all the parts where you think the light will be coming from. So just a bit on the ears, just a bit here and there. I'll make it smaller to add the light here. I will add the light here. Very nice. And here too. I will add the light here. Maybe you will see it, maybe you will not see it, but in some parts you will see it very clearly. And of course on the nose. So starting from here, I will add a circle like this. Don't worry if you got out of the line, it will still look good. And we can add something like so. So maybe we'll reduce it like this and only add this. So just here. So it will be very shiny, very nice. For the eyes, I will also add it here and also add it a bit here like this. Very, very nice. What I want to add more, maybe the head. So for the head, I will add it more like this. And from this side also like this. And a bit here, just a bit. Not too much. Like this. Look at that. So we got the Santa and we can add a bit more details. So a new layer that will be merged. I will use this one. I will try with this one. We'll see if it will work. And use calligraphy. And let's try with a pen brush. And a pen brush, maybe like 6%. And I will just add a bit of dots here. This is not so good. Let me try the darker one. Yes. Just adding those things here. Okay, very, very nice. Nice, look at that. So we can add shadow here. I see I forgot to add it. So it's this color. And let's do it on the new layer. This is not really a must, but if you want to add it, you can add it. So a bit of shadow here. Just a bit. We could have done it before, but I missed it. We can do it now. It doesn't really matter when you will do it. Just a bit of shadow. And now it's really, really popping out. So look at that. We created a very interesting Santa Claus. It's very colorful, very nice. I really like the result. Please share your work with me. Show me, send me, tag me so I can see it and show it on my next videos. I will be very, very waiting for it. And see you on the next videos.